Dear students, today we will start with exercise 8.2, and to start with this exercise you need more formulas. But before proceeding towards that, let's learn what we have done in exercise 8.1. Let's recall all the formulas. So you have learned that sine theta is equal to perpendicular upon hypot. Cos theta is equal to base upon hypot. Tan theta is equal to perpendicular upon base. These are the three main trigonometric ratios. And children, you have done that their reciprocal sine theta, the reciprocal of sine theta is cosec theta. The reciprocal of cos theta is sec theta. The reciprocal of tan theta is cot theta. To remember all these things, let's do it this way. Pandit Badri Prasad har har bole. Pandit Badri Prasad har har bole. सोना चांदी तोले. Pandit Badri Prasad har har bole, sona chandi tole. So this way you are able to learn what are the formulas for sine theta, cos theta and tan theta. Sine theta is perpendicular upon hypot, cos theta is base upon hypot, and tan theta is perpendicular upon base. And reciprocal of sine is cosec theta. So if you read it from this direction, you will have hypot upon perpendicular is equal to cosec, and sec theta is hypot upon base if you read it from this direction, and cot theta is equal to base upon perpendicular if you read it from this direction. So if you are reading it from this direction, it is sine theta, cos theta, and tan theta. And if you read it from this direction, it is cosec theta, sec theta, and cot theta. So Pandit Badri Prasad har bole, sona chandi tole. That means sine theta, cos theta, and tan theta. If you read it from this direction, and cosec theta, sec theta, and cot theta if you read it from this direction. So this is something you have learned before we have started with exercise 8.1, and clearly you are able to see from here that sine theta is the reciprocal of cosec theta. Cos theta is the reciprocal of sec theta. And tan theta is the reciprocal of cot theta. Or other way around also, you may say that cosec theta is equal to 1 upon sine theta, or sec theta is equal to 1 by cos theta, or cot theta is equal to 1 upon tan theta. These are the 6 fundamental formulas, and children, from here only you are able to derive 2 more formulas. See, tan theta is equal to perpendicular upon base. So if I multiply and divide both by hypot, so and rewrite it like this, I can shift this hypot this side and base this side. So it will become perpendicular upon hypot into hypot upon base. So I may say that tan theta is equal to sine theta, perpendicular upon hypot is sine theta, and this is hypot upon base. Hypot upon base is secant theta. Hypot upon base is sec theta. So I can write sine theta into sec theta, or I may say that sine theta into sec theta. Reciprocal sec theta is equal to 1 by cos theta. So that means tan theta is equal to sine theta by cos theta. And tan theta, so this is one very important formula that we have derived here. The derivation will not be asked, but you must know that tan theta is equal to sine theta. And if I replace this tan theta by 1 by cot theta, so in place of tan theta, I can write 1 upon cot theta is equal to sine theta upon cos theta, and now I'll take reciprocal both the side. So it will become cot theta equal to cos theta upon sine theta. So another very important formula, we got it. So in total, now we have 8 important formulas, fundamental formulas, 1 up 2, 3. This is the fourth one, then fifth, then sixth. This is the seventh formula that we get, and this is the eighth formula. Cos theta upon sine theta is equal to cot theta. Now, let's learn the value of these 6 trigonometric ratios at very important 5 angles. So those important 5 angles are, let's say those important 5 angles are 0 degree, 30 degree, 45 degree, 60 degree, and 90 degree. First of all, we'll learn a technique to remember these formulas. So let's make a grid and try to find out the value of first trigonometric ratio, that is sine theta. And when we get the value of sine theta, then we will find out the value of all the other trigonometric ratios. So let's do that. Since we have 5 important angles, we will start our counting from 0 and we'll start writing to get the value of sine theta. So I'll start writing from 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And now I'll divide all of them by 4. Whatever you will get will be the value of sine theta at these different angles. Take the square root of all this. Divide, what we did is, first we have written counting from 0 to 4. Then we divided all of them by 4. And then we took the square root of all. So children, we will get the value of sine theta at different angle. Sine 0 degree is 0. Sine 30 degree is 1 by 2. Sine 45 degree, if you cancel it, it will be 1 upon square root 2. Sine 60 degree is a square root 3 upon 2. 4 and 4 will cancel, so sine 90 is 1. So children, this way we get the value of sine theta at four different angles. If theta is 0 degree, if theta is 30 degree, 45 degree, this trigonometric ratio, that means perpendicular upon hypot, will be in the ratio 0 is to 1 if it is 0 degree, 1 is to 2 if it is 30 degree, 1 by square root 2 if it is 45 degree, square root 3 by 2 if it is 60 degree, and it is equal to 1 when it is 90 degree. Now we want to get the value of cos theta. Cos theta, if you want to write the value of cos theta, just write these value in reverse direction. So whatever you have written at the end, you will start writing from there only. So this will be 1, this will be square root 3 by 2, and this is first from the end will take first from the starting, second from the end will be here, the middlemost will remain the same, and second from the first will become the second from the last, and first value will become the last value if you want to write down the value of cos theta. And if you want to get the value of tan theta, you all know that just now we have derived that tan theta is equal to sine theta divided by cos theta. So sine divided by cos will give you the value of tan theta. 0 by 1, therefore this is 0. Then 1 by 2 divided by square root 3 by 2. When you divide these two value, 1 by 2 divided by, that means I have to take the reciprocal to divide. So that means this will be 1 by square root 3. And these are the same values, sine theta and cos theta. Both are equal to 1 by square root 2 at 45 degrees. So they will cancel each other and it will become 1. And when you divide square root 3 by 2 by 1 by 2, it will become 2 by 1. And this will get cancelled. Therefore, the value of tan 60 degree is a square root 3. And 90 degree is 0 upon 1 upon 0. In the denominator, you are getting 0. So that means it is not defined. Not defined. Whenever you have 0 in the denominator, we say that this is not defined. So I hope you are able to get the value of three very important trigonometric ratios: sine theta, cos theta, and tan theta. Now is the turn to get the value of cosec theta, sec theta, and cot theta. Children, you have learned that cosec theta is the reciprocal of sine theta. Sec theta is the reciprocal of cos theta, and cot theta is the reciprocal of tan theta. So we will be using same formulas to get it. We have used here that tan theta is equal to sine theta upon cos theta. So we divided the value of sine theta by cos theta to get the value of tan theta. Now we want to get the value of cosec theta. Cosec theta, you know, is equal to 1 upon sine. So whatever is the value of sine here, you will take the reciprocal of it. So if you take the reciprocal of 0, that will be 1 by 0. 0 in the denominator, that means it is not defined. And then this is 2 by 1, so it is 2. Square root 2 by 1, that means square root 2. And this will become 2 upon square root 3. This will become 1 upon 1, that means 1 only. Now we want to get the value of sec theta. Sec theta is the reciprocal of cos theta. So we will take the reciprocal and write down the value here. It is 1 upon 1, so this is 1. Or this is 2 upon root 3, square root 3. And this is root 2 square root 2. then this will be 2, and this will be not defined. So children, either you get it by taking the reciprocal of cos, or you may just write down these value in opposite order. So whatever you are getting in this direction you are writing cosec theta. So if you want to write down the value of sec theta, write down these values in the reverse direction. So 1 will come first, 2 by square root 3 will come second, this will be the third value, this will be the fourth, and this will be the last value. And now you want to get the value of cot theta. Cot theta is the reciprocal of tan theta. So let's write down the value of cot theta by reversing the value of this tan theta. So it will be 1 by 0, that means not defined. Then this is square root 3. Then this is 1 only. Then it is 1 by square root 3. And then it is not defined. Not defined means it will be 1 by 0. Not defined means it is 1 by 0. 1 by 0. So when you take the reciprocal, it will be 0 upon 1. 0 upon 1 means it is 0. So in this way, we are able to remember the 6 trigonometric ratios at 5 important angles. These values must be in your mind, must be on your tips whenever you are asked for. So if you are through with the learning work, you may start with the exercise 8.2. Let's try to do 2-3 questions of exercise 8.2, but you will be able to do this exercise only if you know the values, you have learned the values. So let's start with the exercise 8.2. So this is exercise 8.2, and I am writing the very first question here. The question is to evaluate the value of sine 60 degree, cos 30 degree, plus sine 30 degree, and cos 60 degree. Children, if you want to do these questions, the questions of this exercise, it is must to remember the values of these trigonometric ratios at different angles. So let's start filling the values. Sine 60 degree is square root 3 by 2. Cos 30 degree is also square root 3 by 2. Plus sine 30 degree is 1 by 2, and cos 60 degree is also 1 by 2. So when you multiply, you will get 3 by 4 plus 1 by 4. When you simplify by taking LCM, it will be 4 by 4, and therefore the answer to the first part of question number 1 is 1. First part of question number 1 is 1. This way, children, you will be able to complete the whole exercise. Now let's start with one more question, fifth part, question number 1, fifth part. Question number 1, fifth part. So it is 5 cos square 60 degree plus 4 sec square 30 degree, and then minus 10 square 45 degree. And the whole is divided by sine square 30 degree plus cos square 30 degree. One thing more you should be aware of, children, if it is sine 30 degrees square, that means you will fill in the value of sine 30 degree, which is half, and then you will take the square, so it will be 1 by 4. Or if it is written as sine square 30 degree, this and this both are same. They are two different ways of writing square of sine 30 degree. Square of sine 30 degree can be written this way or it can be written this way. So in both the cases, we will write down the value of sine 30 degree, which is 1 by 2, and we'll take its square. So it is 1 by 4. So these are the two different ways of writing the same thing. I hope if it is clear, this to solve the given question will not be difficult for you. So let's start solving fifth part of question number 1 of exercise 8.2. So here we have 5 cos 60 degree is 1 by 2. So 1 by 2 square. Since you are given square of cos square 60. Then this is 4 sec 30 degree. Sec is the reciprocal of cos. Cos 30 degree is square root 3 by 2. Therefore, sec 30 degree will be 2 by square root 3. And take its square. Then minus 1045 degree is 1. And its square will be square of 1. This is divided by sine 30 degree. Sine square 30 degree. So sine 30 degree is 1 by 2. And we are given the square of it. So we will square it. Then plus cos 30 degree is square root 3 by 2. And take the square of it. Now the only thing left is to simplify this. So this is 5 into 1 by 4. So it is 5 by 4. Then this will be 4 divided by 3. So 4 when multiplied by this will be 16 upon 3 minus 1. And in the denominator we have 1 by 4 plus 3 by 4. So see the denominator, this will become 1. Therefore, now we are left with only this thing to solve, and we will take the LCM of it. LCM of this will be 12. So it is 15 plus 64 minus 12. So this will be 67 upon 12. This is the answer. So this way, only by putting the values that you have learned correct, you will get the correct answer to all the questions of this exercise. Let's do one more part. Third question of the same exercise. Question number 3. Question number 3. In question number 3, we are given if tan theta is equal to tan A plus B. If tan A plus B is equal to square root 3 and tan A minus B is equal to 1 by square root 3, then we have to find out the value of A and B And it is given that A and B lies between, A plus B lies between 0 to 90 degree. Children, till class 10th, you have learned the value from 0 to 90 only. That's why you will be able to find out the value of A and B between this only. Let's begin. Again, to solve such question, we must remember the values. Since in left hand side, the given statement is in the form of 10. So you have to convert this side also in terms of 10. So if 10 A plus B is equal to square root 3, we have to just remember, when do we have the value of 10 theta as square root 3? So 10 A plus B can be written as 10 60 degree. As children, square root 3 is the value of 10 theta at 60 degree. Children, whenever this trigonometric ratio is equal to this trigonometric ratio, left hand side and right hand side both have the same trigonometric ratios. The same trigonometric ratio will have the same value, then only they are equal. The angle attached to it should be the same, then only they are equal. So if both the side you are given 10, that means the angle attached to both of them should be same, because between 0 to 90 degree you have seen, you have learned the values here. Between 0 to 90 degree, nowhere the value is repeating itself. Nowhere the value is repeating itself. So that means if the trigonometric ratio is the same, that means children, the angle attached to it should be the same. So this implies A plus B is equal to 60 degree. Similarly, if I have 10 A minus B is equal to 1 upon square root 3, this implies I have to convert this side also in terms of 10. So this is 10 A minus B is equal to 10 30 degree. And since both the side we have the same trigonometric angle ratios, therefore the angles attached to them should also be the same. This is not that I am cancelling this 10 and this 10. No, I am not cancelling. I know that the value of angle will not repeat at any other uh, place between 0 to 90. Therefore, this should be equal to this. Similarly, if both the side I have 10, that means this angle should be equal to this angle. Therefore, this is. Now, these are the two equations in the form of A and B. So you must remember the linear equation in two variable and elimination method. You are able to eliminate B, and you'll get 2A is equal to 90 degree. That means angle A is equal to 45 degree. Put this value of A in first. To get the value of B. So that means A plus B is equal to 60 degree. Put the value of A here and get the value of B. So you'll be getting that angle B is equal to 15 degree. So in this way, you are able to do the whole exercise 8.2. Solve your question and be confident in getting the answers of exercise 8.2. That's all for this video.